Hi, everyone. Thank you for logging on to Speech Therapy with Allie. I am so happy that you guys have been able to watch the videos. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, a lot of people subscribing and sharing the video, so I really do appreciate it. I have to say I'm surprised at how great this is all going, and I'm really excited to keep putting videos together. I have lots of great ideas, and I hope you guys appreciate it. So today we're going to be working on the B sound. Now, I made my first video about the B sound and talking about how, here's Charlie, about how to place your lips and how to control the airflow to make the B sound. So if you're not 100% sure that your child is able to make the sound, start with that video. If you think they're ready and can make the sound no problem, but you want to see what they can do with the sound in different parts of the words, then this will be a good place to start. So I'm going to school. He misses visiting with our students and he wants to be a part of this. So he'll be here getting some pets as I explain to you guys what we're gonna do today. So I know we miss being with our students. We really do. Today, you guys, we're going to be working on the B sound. Now, speech therapists, speech pathologists, speech teachers, whatever you want to call us, we use the words initial, medial, and final position of the word to describe and explain where in the word the sound that we're talking about occurs. So if we say B in the initial position, it means the word starts with B, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started, but I wanted to start by saying that there are a few different ways that you can use this video. Anybody that prepares activities like this knows that you want them to have more than one use. So yes, this certainly can be used for articulation practice, which is what I'm going to kind of gauge everything toward today, but you can also do some rhyming practice. So if you feel like your child doesn't need to practice the B sound, they're able to make the B sound no problem, very easy for them. They can make it in any part of the word. But you want to be able to use this video too, go through and see if your child can rhyme. If they can rhyme using real words, see if they can make up words. Now, some people feel a little funny about their child making up words and using non-words to rhyme, but the reality is we want your child to have the skill. So if they make up a word, it actually tells me that they know how to play with sounds to make it fit the rules of rhyming, which means that they know you have to move some of the sounds around and you have to keep some of the sounds in order for the word to rhyme, right? So another thing you can do is use the word in a sentence. If you feel like your child is maybe in upper grades or has some great sentence skills and you want to challenge them, you can ask them to put more than one word together in a sentence. So use a couple of the words and see if they can use bat and ball in the same sentence, or you'll see some of the words that I have for examples. My only recommendation if you're going to ask your child to make a sentence is to give them a model, which means you make up a sentence first yourself, okay? The last thing I would recommend is using this video to expand. So I've only added a couple words in. I'm trying to keep the videos as short as I can, but you can ask your child, or maybe you, if you are a child watching this video, can think of more words that start with the B sound, have B in the middle, or B at the end. Now, what I did to expand on this activity was I walked around my house and I tried to figure out what I could find that started with the B sound. So I found a banana. I found a bowl, and this bowl is full of candy. If you've been to my house, you know exactly where this bowl is. I found a basket, and I found something blue. Now, you might also kind of play with this and find something big or find something brown, or you may try and think of animals or foods that start with the sound. So you can really get creative with this, and I encourage you to do that. So our first set of words is going to have the B sound in the beginning of the word or in the initial position. So we have ball. Now remember, if your child is not putting their lips, if you feel like they're doing something funky, you're not quite sure why they're not making the sound correctly, then go back to my last video, see some of the cues that I was giving, see if that will help them to get their lips and the airflow in the right position and in a little more control, okay? Now, if you're a kid watching this video, go for it. Put your lips together, control the airflow, and I mean, that means get a little burst of air for ball. Ball. You try it. The next word, bat. Bat. Back. Back. Bed. Bed. Now again, all of these words have the B sound in the beginning of the word. So before you even get started, you know that your lips will be together. Bug. Bug. Okay, my friends, now we are ready to move on to the medial position. That's B in the middle of the word. Now, if you feel like putting the B sound in the beginning of the word was a challenge, and you don't quite think you're ready to move on to the middle or end of the word, the final position, go back and start again with the beginning of the word and practice. The more you practice and get more comfortable putting your lips in the right position, the easier it will get. Our first word for the medial position will be table. Now you can notice that my lips come together for the B in the middle of the word. So for the initial position, for the B at the beginning of the word, my lips were starting together. That's not what's going to happen for these words, okay? Try it. Table. Now, if you watch the video on syllables, you would know that clapping out the syllables might be helpful. Table. Table. Now, if you can't get the B sound in the middle, you can break up the word a little bit more. Table. And then it kind of helps to get that B sound without having to worry so much about the beginning of the word. Cabin. Cabin. Try it. The next word is rabbit. Now there's a chance that if you're a kid watching this, the R still may be tricky for you. That's okay. This video is all about the B sound. So we are working on getting our lips together for the sound in the middle of the word, okay? Rabbit. Try it. Robot. Robot. You can see my lips coming together. B for the B in the middle of the word. Robot. And this one I put in here on purpose because it has a B sound in the beginning and in the middle of the word. So for this one, your lips will start together and they'll come back together in the middle of the word too. Bubble. Bubble. Now, if you're ready, and if you feel like you have been doing well and you feel comfortable with the sound, move on to putting the sound at the end of the word. So for this one, you will not hear the B in the beginning or in the middle. It will be at the end. That means our words will end with the B sound. Are you ready? Tub. Tub. So I'm going to watch my lips. B. Watch for the B sound. It will always be at the end for these words. Job. Job. Try it. Club. Club. Cob. Cob. Web. Web. You try it. If you feel like you got through all of the words and you were able to say them all and add in all of the parts of the words, challenge yourselves. Go back through and see if you can do the rhyming job or if you can make sentences. I think you guys will be great at this, and I want you to have fun with all the activities that I post. Also remember, find some things around your house. Amazing job. Thank you.